Welcome to the Shadow Hour, where forgotten stories are not lost, merely waiting. The forest does not take, it invites. And sometimes it sings. But if you listen too closely, you may find it's not a song at all. It's a voice calling you by name. It begins with a name written in old search and rescue reports, but never spoken aloud by locals anymore. Caleb Walker, age 11, June 9th, 2007, Blodgett Canyon, Montana. His parents had driven up from Missoula for the weekend. They wanted to spend time off-grid, disconnected. Caleb loved the outdoors. His mom used to say he had wild lungs, always singing or whistling, even when he was alone, especially when he was alone. They arrived on Friday, set up their tent near the trailhead, and by Saturday afternoon, Caleb had convinced his dad to take him up the canyon trail. The elevation is steep, but the views are stunning. Towering cliffs, pine forests so thick they turn sunlight into shade. About 2 hours in, Caleb saw something that caught his attention. His dad says it was a strange deer. It was watching them from just beyond the tree line, but Caleb didn't seem afraid. In fact, he smiled. He said, "It's whistling at me." Then he whistled back, a soft, curious note, like a question. His father blinked, and in that blink, Caleb had stepped off the trail. Just a few feet, not far, but he never came back. The authorities were called in. Dogs, helicopters, volunteer teams. Caleb's parents were questioned, of course, but their story never changed. He was there, then he was gone. Search dogs lost his scent completely, as if he'd been lifted off the ground. No sign of struggle, no signs of animal attack, no shoe prints beyond the edge of the trail. The only thing they found was a scrap of torn notebook paper tucked between two rocks. Written in shaky handwriting were the words, "It's not a deer, and it's not alone." But here's where it gets stranger. Over the next 3 years, 2 more disappearances happened within that same 5-mile radius. Both children, both while hiking, both under brief moment of distraction circumstances. Each time, no signs of struggle. Each time, a whistle was the last thing someone heard. Locals began whispering legends. Some blamed skinwalkers. Others spoke of a mimic that lived in the canyons, something that learned voices and faces. But the official case files remained cold. Unexplained vanishings. No foul play suspected. No bodies. No evidence. Just missing. Fast forward to 2019. A Reddit user posts a shaky video titled, "Echoes in Blodgett Canyon." It's 1 minute long. Just a phone camera slowly panning through the dense trees. Wind, nothing special, until the sound. A clear whistle echoes through the trees, long, steady, almost melodic. Then, a second whistle answers, but it's off, warped, like someone trying to copy a tune they've only half heard. The camera shakes. You hear the guy filming whisper, "That's not a person." Then the video cuts to static. Within 24 hours, the post is removed, account deleted, no backups found. But people remember it. A few even claimed to recognize the second whistle. It was the exact same pattern from the 2007 report, the one Caleb used to hum. In 2021, a retired park ranger named Elias Brandt came forward anonymously in a podcast interview. He'd been stationed in Bitterroot for over 20 years. When asked about the disappearances, he said something chilling. "There are places in the mountains where the maps lie, places where the woods remember and repeat." He admitted to seeing what he called mirroring figures in the trees, things that looked like people, even sounded like them, but never moved right and never blinked. "Some kids go missing because they're unlucky," he said. "Others go missing because something out there wants them." You won't find Caleb Walker's name in many headlines. His story is just another case number buried under wilderness lore. But if you hike deep enough into Blodgett Canyon, past the last signpost, past where even birds stop singing, you might hear it. A soft, slow whistle echoing through the trees, and if you answer it, you may not come back the same. And so the page closes, but the voice remains. When something calls from the trees, do not answer, because sometimes what's calling isn't trying to find you, it's trying to replace you.